I should actually change my shirt. I think I've been wearing the same shirt for like the past few days, but I guess I don't really care. What is wrong with this thing? There we go. So I'm a little late because I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to get this dedicated server shit to work with Steam, and like, it's a pretty huge cluster F, man. Uh, after after the nice little victory lap over CWC yesterday, I actually didn't sleep until like, I guess I fell asleep around 4 a.m. Too much energy and adrenaline. And I woke up pretty early today, like 8:18 a.m. I guess. So it's like, I just get up, you just get to work. So yeah, I mean, I guess, I guess, I was listening to some more JLP today. And yeah, things that you think that are important really just don't, like, if you think about like years from now, if you think back to the past, like what you thought at the time was really important is actually not really that important to you in the future, because we get attached to things. So it's a kind of interesting thing to be looking at. So yeah, you know. Well, that being said, in case anyone's asking, I'm actually not going to the protest on Saturday. I mean, it's pretty far from where I am because I'm in New York City. So I don't. And I told Vic Alaska that I'm trying to keep a low profile. But I am moving to Tampa, Florida, where apparently he's also Yobo's also living too. So we wind up hanging out and stuff from time to time. But with that being said, if I'm in Florida, then I'll definitely be able to go to. Hey, Peter. Hey, you're new. Actually, I'm surprised anyone even watches from DLive. Because I'm actually restreaming on YouTube and DLive, so. Too cheap to pay 15, 16 bucks a month to restream, so I can add a custom channel and then also stream on Odyssey. But again, I don't know. Odyssey's like a 50-50. Let me make sure I don't have anything sensitive here. Yeah, I think this should be fine. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so I can probably go to AFPAC. I don't even know how much are AFPAC. Yeah, actually, I better not search because this is my display. So this is actually my private Chrome stuff. But yeah, I was just working all morning and afternoon on this shit. Like, especially this part. Like, I have to define. So basically, I have to figure out. Part of the problem is the version of Unreal Engine I have does not have the Steamworks or the Steam API software development kit installed with it, which means if I want to install it, I have to recompile the entire Unreal Engine, and that literally takes like 5-6 hours of real life time. I think I might have to do it, but the problem is, see, the thing is, I think a lot of these threads here are assuming that I already have the Steamworks SDK installed, so I don't know. But I was trying to put this in, and here's the code for it. I actually just deleted it, right? I accidentally edited the wrong file. I was supposed to keep these files here and delete the 2 lines of code over here, and then hit the build button, which is what's happening down here. You can see it. This thing takes a while. I think this takes like 20-30 minutes. And now that I'm streaming, it's eating up more CPU cores. So it's actually taking more time to compile. And I know it's not going to work because I'm supposed to have all 4 of these lines in this stupid server .target file. And it's just like, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, the error is it could not open the source file for these values, which doesn't make sense because I'm not adding files. So it's a mess. It's a mess. All right, let me turn off display. All right, so go to Brave browser, enable Brave. There we go. So anyway, I think things have quieted down. I mean, under the circumstances, I think. Oh my God. Oh yeah, my computer is chugging like crazy. Yeah, this thing is chugging like crazy, man. But yeah, they approved the store page on Steam today, so you just go here. You can just wishlist it here. I mean, I'm definitely because I just went the page went live now. I actually can't release until October 14th, but I don't know. I've got about 14 days to try to figure out this dedicated server shit. So, and then Steam requires this shit. Actually, I ran out of space for 300 characters, and I got a warning from Steam that's saying, "Hey, this is a run-on sentence. You may want to change it." But then the reason why they rejected the store page was because I didn't describe my game, so I'm kind of like stuck here. But other than that, it actually works. Before I release the game, and of course the dedicated server should be working. I want to actually put in an auto shotgun in here. I have to adjust the values because obviously if I make it overpowered, then, everyone will just use the auto shotgun and none of the other guns. But yeah, uh, this dedicated server, like, but if I can just get over this dedicated server hump, that's probably pretty much the most difficult thing I have to deal with for a long time until I roll out the Battle Royale mode. I just hope my Unreal mentor can help with that. So I think he could, because like he's a really smart guy. Like he really knows a lot of stuff. All right, so let's refresh this page. Let's see what happened in the market, because I have no idea. I just know that Bitcoin was at like 43,200, and the rest of cryptos were like kind of flat. Is this the video? 11 minutes ago, yeah. Yeah, it was kind of nice though. I was watching. I heard you got in contact with Beardson. How'd that go? Oh man, you definitely have missed the past 12, 24 hours. Well, so are you familiar with Culture War Criminal and how apparently he kind of just basically tried to screw everyone over and then he himself got screwed over? I guess that's why God was having me just check up on Beardson for some reason. I don't even know why. I just felt like doing that. But yeah, so wait. Oh, so that means you probably missed. So you probably didn't see a couple of my streams. Yeah, so basically what happens is I DM'd Beardson to congratulate him on making. I mentioned this yesterday and a couple days ago. I mean, I can't even keep track. Yeah, today's Thursday. It's the last stream of the week because I have to actually make a demo stream on Dragonflare Studios YouTube so I can showcase the game. This game. So, alright. Let's backpedal a bit. Yeah, so I messaged Beardson. Actually, let me dim this a bit. Oh my god. It's gonna be a little slow because right now my Visual Studio is like... Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think this should be okay. I don't see anything here. So these are my messages, right? So I already I'm not gonna reveal what's in there because obviously he doesn't want... Because he told me some stuff, because, he said he doesn't want to tell anyone about his game yet, but he did tell me. So I don't want to accidentally, screw up his thing. Like, but yeah, I sent them a message, and we talked about it. I offered, whatever knowledge and support if he wants it, right? But yeah, it's doing very well. He's taking a very big step in, making his first video game. And then he's got to get on Steam. He's going to have a very fun time dealing with the Steam backend because this is some crazy technical shit, alright? Oh yeah, you probably just got in here. So before you got in here, I was talking about my current problem. I'm trying to get the dedicated servers to work for Tark Royale, and I'm compiling and building. You can see it right here, it's building. It's going to take another 20 minutes, I think. Actually, it's actually 1/3 done. And this isn't even going to work because I accidentally edited the wrong file. It's a huge cluster F. It's what I was working on all day, and it still don't work. But I'll get it done. I'll figure it out. I mean, it obviously works, so other people get it to work. I just have to figure out how to do it because there's just not a lot of info. Yeah, so I contacted him. So that was like 2 days ago, I think, maybe 3. Yeah, it was actually 2 days ago, and then last night, turns out Culture War Criminal. I don't know if you know who that is. Just went berserk, right? It was just a huge, massive effort. I don't want to go over the whole thing because I already did a video about it and stuff. But basically, what Culture War Criminal did to me back in January 2021, he did to everybody in the America First movement, right? He literally attacked everyone except Saint Nick. Actually, that's not even true. He did attack Saint Nick, but more along the lines of Nick's not giving me a platform on his stream. He promised me for months, and I got a dildo shoved up my ass with spikes. Oh, why am I so? I don't want to get banned on YouTube. But yeah, and then that thing all just basically blew up last night, and then I was like, this is what God wanted me to see. Okay, so I decided to also join in, and then yeah, and because I had a lot of internal anger about Culture War Criminal, right? And as JLP teaches, any man that has anger is a woman. So it's like, well, I'm not a woman, so I gotta get over this anger, and it's gonna take some time. So I eventually did let it go, and then a couple months go by, and it culminates in last night, and it's like, see, justice does come to the wicked sooner or later. Obviously, I prefer sooner. So that was the whole thing with Beardson, and then I found out that King Yoba's back on Twitter for now. So linked back up with the King of Alaska and more. Actually, I didn't know he actually has his own live streaming website now. So that was actually pretty awesome. And then Beardson also did this thing just says vindicated. So this was a good stream. So you definitely, all right. I mean, it's already on my front page, so you just watch that. Yeah, and then now it's just kind of back to life as normal, right? Yeah, for now. I mean, we'll see. Because Culture War Criminal said everyone now hates him. Everyone knows he's a lying piece of shit and a grifter and a egomaniac who only is just looking out for himself. But he said he's going. Oh, and a massive liar. I think I already said that. And he said he's going to the protest on Saturday to try to make amends. But I don't know. Like this, I think he's a federal agent. I've always thought he was a federal agent because I've said this before in previous streams, right? He commits crimes. He streams himself committing actual crimes, specifically vandalism, right? Because he's famous for putting up the Christian cross everywhere. That's actually vandalism. How come he never gets arrested? No charges, nothing. But Trump supporters from January 6th get, the entire book and system thrown at him, right? St. Nick is on the FBI terrorist watch list. King Baked Alaska is also getting his ass reamed by the courts. He talked a little bit about it yesterday too. He said he had like an ankle monitor bracelet thing. He was really depressed for I think a couple of weeks. Like this is really messed up stuff. Oh, but like a guy that actually commits a crime, nothing happens. Yeah, you know what that means, right? It's a fucking Fed. Just like Enrique Tarrio, the Proud Boys leader, quote unquote. The guy that was next to Ashley Babbitt and is like, yeah, go in, and gets her literally killed. Nothing happens to him, and because he was charged, then they let him go because he said, I'm an FBI informant, right? They let him go. It's like these evil fucking satanic pieces of shit, like all of them, right? CWC, I don't know who this RPG TV guy is, but apparently he's a bad person too, right? So I don't trust him. People that got Ashley Babbitt killed, like they're all fucking agents of Satan, and I'm trying not to get angry, but it's just, yeah. So that's pretty much the whole thing. I really simplified it, but that's just in the interest of time. Plus, I'm still distracted with the dedicated server because as much as I want to keep railing on the political stuff, ultimately we're not gonna we need to keep building stuff, right? So, but it's good. We're finally building things. So we'll actually have and it'll actually be nice because instead of just me on Steam, now it'll just be Beardson and me on Steam. So he can help me take a little bit of the heat off, right? Because the trolls will, instead of just going on me, they'll also annoy Beardson and myself, and they'll distribute the shit lib load, because Steam is worse now than it was before. Like the liberals on Steam, which is like 89% of the gamers or whatever, I don't know how many, but there's a lot. They are very angry. They're angrier than ever before. And this is after Trump has been gone for like what now, 10 months? It never stops. But I mean, you gotta go somewhere. You gotta start somewhere, right? So yeah, that's the whole thing with Beardson. So, but it's looking good. It's looking good. Yeah, I'm very happy for him. You know, and he said he was, and in his stream said he was gonna charge like $2 or something like that for his first game. You know, just to kind of make a little bit of money, just to make the next game. I think that would be fair, especially since he's teaching himself how to draw, because artwork is actually pretty expensive, right? Let me see. Because this logo costed me, how much did I pay the guy on Fiverr? I paid the guy on Fiverr like $78.83, right? Because of fees and sales tax or whatever. And he only really designed the words Croutarc Royale because the logos for Seditionists I already have this one. And I don't remember what I paid for at the time for this either. It's like 40 or 60 bucks for that as well. Yeah. But I mean, obviously I got money, so, and actually, I'm making more money with my DeFi stuff from MDEX and JetSwap wings, even though crypto is down a whole lot. I gotta refresh this. Okay, what is my 537 of 706? Okay, so Visual Basic's almost done compiling, and then it'll stop eating up all my CPU. So I'm actually making more money than I thought, and that's with everything down. So I don't want to give the exact numbers, but when this stuff starts ripping and roaring back up to where it was, and it looks like it's doing okay, because we're finally getting out of stupid asshole September, I think I actually will be making at least $1,000 a day. It'll be just like 2017, man. It's just like the good old days. But I'm not settling for 254 grand. I want to become a millionaire. I'm gonna need to become a millionaire, right? Especially for what is to come. And now that we'll maybe kind of go over it, but the government, the U.S. government especially, is getting very annoyed with cryptocurrency. Like they're starting to actually like take serious steps to try to like fuck us all in the ass without our consent and with no Vaseline. So, and you know why, right? Because they don't want people like you and me getting rich off of this, which then challenges the system. So, but at least McDonald's is bringing back the McRib. I actually like the McRib. I could visit mom and dad because there's a McDonald's right next to them, and then the real reason is I want to go into McDonald's to buy the McRib. I'm kind of curious to see what St. Nick's has to say about McRibs. Glad to hear it went well. Yeah, it went great. Yeah, no worries, short. We all got each other's back in one way or another, and even if we don't say or do much, right? In spirit, we have everyone's back, right? So. Yeah. So, we'll do well. We'll focus on the present and do what we need to do for today, and then just the past is the past. It's gone, and let tomorrow be taken care of by God. All right? So. All right. So, it looks like the stock market's got reamed today. Okay. Well, it's a good thing I don't care about that. Okay. Crude oil somehow is up. I'm trying to force out a burp, but I can't do it, which means I get hiccups, which I don't like. So crude oil is up, precious metals is up, right? Considering how they got slammed, so that's interesting. Bitcoin is also up. So this is actually interesting. Things that are anti-debt units actually did well today. So cryptos and precious metals and crude oil, basically stuff. The dollar is down slightly. Riot is up 83 cents. That's good. So my crappy Riot positions are worth a little bit more. But I'm still down like, I want to assume I'm still down like 40 grand, $45,000 on stupid effing Riot. So Bitcoin needs to hurry up already and hit like $1 million. Okay, so that's that. So what did the bonds do today? Okay, so this is good. This is actually very good. This is exactly what we want to see. Yeah, people bought up bonds. So what's happening is people are just scared. Fear is good, at least in the stock markets, because that means there's plenty more room left to go in the bull market. Because everyone's just running around with Satan's screaming scary things in their minds, and people are going crazy. So when that happens, we make money. When Satan is whispering in people's investors' heads, everything's gonna go up, keep buying, and everyone's euphoric, that's when you should get scared and start dumping. In fact, I'm not even gonna wait. I'm just gonna simply say I'm dumping all my positions on Twitter and Gab. All right, I'll just simply type that. I won't even do a live stream. And then after I dump my positions, right? In fact, I'll probably just drop whatever I'm doing and do that. Then I'll do a live stream and talk about it, which probably means I won't be doing any coding for that day. But that's okay because obviously no money, no game, right? No game development. Okay, so yeah, crypto. I have to refresh this because everything's screwing up because of the. Well, it should be almost done. 650. Okay, yeah, it's almost done. It just has 55 more files to go. I really hope I didn't mess up my project either, because shit. I mean, I'll worry about it later. Bitcoin's at 43.4 thousand. Ethereum's still under 3K. All right, so it's actually doing pretty well. Binance has recovered quite nicely, so that's very good. Actually, let me check my jet swap position. How much? Because this thing is down a crap load of money. Oh, this is some serious CPU lag. Oh my god. Let's see. All right, we are back. Wow, I'm still down 50%, but before I was down 60% on my jet swap position. So not bad. I gained back 10% out of 60%. So I have another 50% to go. I don't want to give the real numbers, but it's a large amount of money. We're talking 5 figures at least. Dogcoin, unrealized losses, but I'm not going to sell. That's literally the dumbest thing I could do. Not as dumb as Culture War Criminal, though, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Alright, so Dogcoin, okay, very good. I don't know, oh yeah, Terra Luna, fine, that's good. I don't even care like a lot. I don't even know a lot about these coins. All I care about is that they all go up, or as many of them that go up as much as possible. So VeChain's back at 9.2. eCash is doing all right. Yeah, I think I have like I forgot how much I bought, but I think I have a couple $1,000s worth of eCash. It's just a pure speculative position, and it actually held up very well during this little mini correction that we just had. Pancake Swap's doing all right. Yeah, so cryptos across the board did very well, and we know precious metals did pretty well. Okay, let's see. What's Cointelegraph have for us today? Compound supply bug mistakenly reward a user with 70 million bucks in tokens. Well, they must be pretty happy. Visa working on a blockchain interoperability hub for crypto payments. Hold on, I'm trying to scroll, but my CPU is locked. All right, there we go. The infrastructure bill is hanging in the balance. What is it mean for crypto? Yeah, this is the problem. I still have not heard anything about the infrastructure bill. That's not a good sign. Bitcoin, Depot's crypto ATP. Okay, don't care, but that's good. Binance hires a former IRS CI agent. IRS confidential informant special agent? That doesn't make sense. To head the intelligence division. Well, it's good that they're now working for Binance, so now he could spill the beans. Okay, Tigran Gambarian? Like a Gamorrean from like Star Wars, those green pig people at Jabba the Hutt's palace. Joins Binance Vice President of Global Intelligence Investigation. The company announced Thursday Binance is Gambarian's first private sector employer since he joined the IRS in 2011 September. Blah blah. He investigated Silk Road, blah blah blah, dark marketplace, blah blah blah. Well, this guy is definitely a very good investigator. So he knows all. So he probably knows all the ways that people hide money and stuff. But why would Binance need someone like this? Okay. All right. Well, I guess yeah. I mean, since he worked for the IRS, he would know a lot about regulations. And Binance right now needs somebody that can handle their regulation problems. All right. So that makes sense. Blah 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 blah. Okay. The infrastructure bill, and after this we'll watch this video. What does this say anyway? Stocks fall. Janet, yeah. Why are people listening to Janet Yellen? It's like Jesse Lee Peterson's right. Men are so fucking weak, and they're just listening to women and without even questioning anything. Like, I don't even listen to every. Well, I don't know. Do I listen to every? I mean, I don't know. I do actually listen to a lot of people, but I mean, I usually just measure it up against. I don't know. I just like, does this make sense, right? Or does it not make sense? The infrastructure bill is hanging the balance. What would its enactment mean for crypto? Hinging on the Democrats' ability to resolve intra-party disagreements and controversial issues, we got changeable, blah blah blah. It was House if it's passed today. If passed by the House today. Neither a bill becoming law nor even a House or how initially is working through Congress budget with several factors to control the preliminary spirit of the law at the same time. You know, I hate to do this, but I might actually need to change my Twitter news options back to the United States just to see if I can get anything about the stupid infrastructure bill. Blah, 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 blah. Who are the brokers? Major concern. Yeah, we already know this. Another part of the proposed solution, I got some traction. Yeah, this thing Breitbart reported, I think yesterday or 2 days ago. Could make receiving digital assets a felony if it's not reported correctly. The provision applies to any person who receives 10 grand or more and requires them to report the sender's personal information to the government. Now, the problem is you can't actually fulfill that. Are not, you know, therefore they don't reveal that they put you should only go on the fact of practice and until the central the bill could be confused for taxpayer go it's not chili tree as yeah, well, of course this is a good policy, but they're not going to pass this because they're not trying to do the right thing. They're trying to fuck us, which is why I can't stand that Michael Saylor actually said on his Twitter, some regulations will be good for Bitcoin. It's like, you gotta be effing kidding me. Like, I still like Michael Saylor, but that's just something I completely just don't effing agree with. Alright, let's do the unthinkable, and then I'll change it back to Uganda, because I don't want to listen to any more of this shit. Oh god, here we go. The Senate spent his whole imprint of the murder of, okay, DeSantis. Congress violation to avert government shutdown. Okay. Oh, great. Well, so so they passed a continuing resolution. Okay, a temporary stent amending bill. Okay. Yeah, all right. A bill to fund the U.S. government through December 3rd and avoid shutdown clears Congress and how awaits blah 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 blah. Okay. So it sounds like they did not work out the infrastructure bill, so that's actually a very good thing. That also gives Coinbase and Gemini and Kraken all the Anthony Pompilio. Actually, that's a name I haven't checked in a while. Okay, all right, I had enough. Oh my god. And once they get you, explore locations, Uganda. Here we go. Ah, thank God. Now I'm not exposed to any more stupid fucking Western propaganda retarded bullshit. Anthony. I think he used to follow me and then he unfollowed me. I don't even know why. Great. How do you spell his name? Yeah, because he used to be at Pomp and then he changed it. Oh, I guess it was this one. Okay, so this is the one we want. My rules? No. After studying down there, I've learned one thing. Sometimes real life is stranger than fiction, or something might surprise you. No. I mean, I'm interested, but I got too much work to do. This is newest Bitcoin. Okay.
You were asked about CBDC, or the central bank digital currencies, and their impact on stablecoin and other cryptocurrencies. And you stated, and I think I quote you correctly here, you wouldn't need stablecoins, you wouldn't need cryptocurrencies if you had a digital U.S. currency. So, Mr. Chairman, as a matter of policy, is it your intention to ban or limit the use of cryptocurrencies like we're seeing in China?
No, and I immediately realized I had misspoken there. I didn't mean that take the word cryptocurrency out of that sentence, and I would say it's fairly widely understood that central bank digital currencies could perform could make.
But no intention to ban.
Less.
No intention to ban.
No intention to ban them, but they're, the stable coins are like money market funds. They're like bank deposits, but they're to some extent outside the regulatory perimeter, and it's appropriate that they be regulated. Same activity, same regulation.
You were asked about CBD.
Well, at least he softened his stance a little bit, but still going to be a problem because, remember, 2 weeks to stop the spread, then 5 weeks, then 10 weeks, and then the rest of winter, and then look at where we are at now. No, don't care about. I swear his name said Eric Gaiman. Pretty funny. Nope. Value, nope. Okay, so I don't see anything here at all about the infrastructure bill. Okay, restaurant owners think, yeah, they're trying to kick out all the small business owners, especially restaurants for some reason. Okay, well, I have to apologize around, we should be able to tax around campaign promises. Yeah, well, that sounds good, but we don't live in a democracy, so. Oh, actually, this is actually true. Yeah, they can't charge $1 for everything anymore because it's no longer, because the dollar is not what it used to be. Because if they call it all kind of, they would get away with support big. Okay, so I don't see anything here. Let's check. Also spelt Michael Saylor wrong. All right, what do we have? Yeah, I also mentioned this earlier this week, I think, because it would look really bad if America basically bans Bitcoin and then right after China bans Bitcoin, at least just for optics purposes. I mean, you totally know that they're going to try to take everyone's money anyway. They're going to do it in a different manner, right? Because we don't have China's social credit system, but they still ban and deplatform you from everything else anyway. They just don't call that a social credit system. They just call that, you're a white supremacist. You said hate speech. So it's the same bullshit, different rhetoric. Everyone needs sound money. First world Bitcoin, do not sell. Okay. All right, that's that. All right, let's see what Greg has to say. And I'm gonna have to make food. I'm freaking hungry.
Okay, my friends, my beautiful friends. Did you catch me on Alex Jones today? I think it was a good show. We talked about a lot of fun stuff, and it was entertaining, if nothing else. Okay, anyway, look, with that said, here we are, you and me together again on this lovely Thursday. September 30th, 2021. People, where to start? Well, I guess we should start off with this market freak show. Stocks got hit today, falling across the board. However, go have a look at the MMRI, the Mannarino Market Risk Indicator, right here on my website, traderschoice.net. There is a link in the description of this video. Despite the fact that stocks sold off today, we'll talk about why in a moment, the MMRI dropped. Not a lot. We're like 89.5. We were over 90. But the fact that it did come down, what does that tell me? And what should that tell you? That the drop in the market will be bought. Okay, so let's see how that plays out. Now, I am not saying this market can sell off tomorrow too. Beautiful. Let that happen. Let's watch the MMRI. Let's see how the market reacts. Now, today, the market sold off for the same reason it sold off a few days ago after rebounding, and that was Oh, I'm going to be nice here. I'm going to be very nice. I know I shouldn't be nice, but I'm going to. So today we had the current Fed chairperson, Powell, and the former Fed chairperson, Yellen, testifying before the House Financial Services Committee. Oh, yeah. Our representatives, they're going to make it all good for us. They're going to fix it all for us. Oh, they're so great. My heart is thumping. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. No, how about it was vomitous and disgusting. I couldn't even watch it. I watched some of it, but I just had to turn it off. But anyway, so statements today made by Janet Yellen sent the stock market down. And that was the talk of meltdowns and crisis, a financial crisis. Today we had the current Fed chairperson, Powell, and the former Fed chairperson, Yellen, testifying before the House Financial Services Committee. Oh, yeah. Our representatives, they're going to make it all good for us. They're going to fix it all for us. Oh, they're so great. My heart is thumping. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. No, how about it was vomitous and disgusting. I couldn't even watch it. I watched some of it, but I just had to turn it off. But anyway, so statements today made by Janet Yellen sent the stock market down. And that was the talk of meltdowns and crisis, a financial crisis and calamity, whatever words this thing uses. She's also not human. It's horrible to watch these things spew things out of their mouths. I think you all are well aware of that. Anyway, and we heard again from Powell. You see, the truth always comes out. You can never, ever escape the truth. So Powell today is admitting yet again, people, going completely in the opposite direction, where he started off with, inflation is not widespread. Inflation is transitory, to now it is widespread. It's expanding. It's frustrating, and inflation will persist. You see, but what he will not tell you is inflation. We're going to get hit here with a second wave of inflation, much worse than the first one here is coming. And this, do you think this is by accident? Really? I know you don't. Nothing, and zero of what we're seeing right now is by accident. Everything we're seeing is by design. The shutdown of the economy was by design. Everything connected to it, scamdemic, everything here by design. I tell you this all the time. I hope you are listening to me. Nothing is what it seems to be. Okay.
At least I can work on.
And what are you getting here?
Visual
You're getting the fear.
I try to work on the
narrative.
game while we
Be afraid.
listen.
Be very afraid. It's a cataclysm. It's a this. It's a that. No, cut through it all. Like I spoke about just a little while ago on Alex Jones' show. Forget about the fear. Forget about it. Okay. You and me are going to maintain being stable, being able to cut through the nonsense, the dog shit, and understand what's really going on. Period. The end. And I really hope that you're paying attention to this. I know you are, okay, but pay more attention. Anyway, so with that said, yes, stocks fell under pressure here because of Yellen. Whatever. It's fear. MMRI came down. That tells me buy the dip. Crude oil today was down substantially earlier. We reversed that and finished higher. You know how the stock market loves that. People, gold and silver today really got bid up nicely. We're still suffering a little bit after the big sell-off yesterday with regard to silver, but understand, I tell you this all the time, and people ask me this question a lot, and I'm going to cover it real quick. Why does silver kind of react more so than gold? Gold, number one, is the most stable asset in the world. Henceforth, why our founding fathers, who believed in free thought, free action, and free movement, notice the word free here in front of all, they believed in all that. They understood that gold was the most stable asset in the world. That's why they wanted the currency linked to it, okay? Silver is volatile. Silver is thinly traded compared to gold. So you get these wild swings with regard to silver. Okay, so just expect that to happen. Nowhere near the volatility that you see in the crypto space, for which cryptos here are catching a bid. People, look, I can promise you
I think
that
this
no,
is probably the
no
reason
matter
why I'm getting
what
into her.
comes down the pike here, one thing is an absolute certainty. You want to write it down? Let's write this down together. I'm going to write it. I'm literally going to write it down. Okay? I'm going to write this, and I'm going to show it to you. You ready? La-di-da. Okay, you ready? You ready for this? Hold your breath.
What is he doing?
The debt will grow exponentially.
Oh.
Yeah, from where we are right now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because I don't think I checked it, but actually maybe I did. But yeah, look at this. In 1 week, this clown went up a lot. This is the Federal Reserve balance sheet. You have to zoom in, but if you look at the all-time, just look at that. That thing's like shua, right? Shua. I gotta be careful not to do certain arm movements. Oh boy, yeah, that's a big one.
Ooh, I don't know if you're supposed to know that because no one else is going to tell you that. Oh, no, 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 no. Wouldn't be the current brain dead president. No, the last one. No, no, no.
What?
They can't tell you these things. No, the one before him too. No, no, you can't. No, it's a big secret. So do not share. Even if I tell you at the end of this video to share it, don't share it. Let's keep this a secret between you and I. You understand? The dumbed down people out there who are being made to be afraid have no clue at all what is really going on, what is happening to them. This shift, like I've explained to you, would happen for a very long time. I said from years ago, a paradigm shift was occurring, a new government system. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I got that one wrong. Okay? How about no? They literally shut down the economy to issue in a new government system, a merger between this new undefined government entity, which is really the Fed, and these corporations. Okay, that's what we have now, a corporate state. And this corporate state is going to do everything in its power and things you haven't even seen
I'll
yet
be working on the
to
fucking
make
server
absolutely
today.
certain that you
This is so fucking annoying.
are not allowed to think for yourself, so you will have no free thought, no free movement, and no free action. The things that this country was founded on are no longer here anymore.
heard
They are
something-
long
Meatball
gone.
escaped
And
the freezer.
again, as I spoke about on the Alex Jones show, this is no secret. All right, this is what it's all about: control. It's about power. It's about manipulation. It's about
that was
creating
actually
this
last
new
year at
feudal
Neighbor
system that I
dropping something.
warned would happen from like a decade ago. Tell me I got that wrong too. All right. I know there's a lot of Greg Manarino naysayers, but I'd like to hear from the naysayers. Did I get that one right from really a long time ago? I think so. I think so. Just stay focused, people. We understand what's going on around
I
us. It's
still
very
managed to get it to
simple.
work
It's very
without this
simple to
shit.
see. This is what I say every day. The most twisted, most incredibly out of control environment in the history of the world. But we need to gain control. And we gain that control by understanding what's going on, realizing the agenda here, understanding what central banks are trying to do around the world and their respective slave governments. We have no representation here in the United States whatsoever. And that's it. He who or she who controls the cash controls the world. And that's exactly what's going on here, people. It's very twisted. Anyway, look, like I always say, when you have these kinds of things going on, it's opportunity for us all. But what's our greatest resource? Let me ask you that right now. Is silver our greatest resource? Is gold our greatest resource? Cryptocurrencies, the stock market? No. You and I, each other, we are our greatest resource. That's it, okay? All this other stuff, this markets, all this stuff I talk about every day, it's all nice. It's all well and good. And it does keep us on the right side of what's going on. But like I say to you every Friday, and I don't say it because I think it sounds good. You know, we got to love each other. We got to care about each other. We got to be charitable. We got to understand how important we really are to each other. Okay? Not the divide and conquer, the vaxxers versus the non-vaxxers, the blacks versus the whites, the Democrats versus the Republicans,
Wait,
the
what?
this versus the that.
Check
Whatever they
on
can
those
do to keep
numbers.
us separated, because there's strength if we come together. That is what they're most afraid of. What they're most afraid of is us coming together. Free
That's why
thought,
they're trying to
free
go
action,
after
free movement. They got to take
Saint
this
Nick
stuff
and the
away from
entire
us. Okay?
AF movement.
Don't let it happen. Okay? If you see yourself falling into the trap of us versus them, realize who put you there. It's not you. It's the media. They're putting you there. It's brainwashing. Hate that person for this reason. Hate that person for this reason. No. That's all their agenda. Once you fall into that, you lose. We all lose. And I don't want a single one of you to lose. I want us all to win, continue to win. All right, people, look, I'm out of here.
That's
Please
a
do share
temporary
this video.
solution.
I want
but
to get
I
it
don't
out
know
there.
how to do that.
Follow that MMRI. Like I said, it came down today despite the stock market falling. Let's see how this plays out moving forward. Okay, this is a little test here for Greg Manarino's indicator. Okay, Greg Manarino's indicator, Manarino market risk indicator, just came down after the market
Oh
just
my god,
took
this
a
thing
pretty
is
big
way
hit.
too long.
Let's see how it plays out. Okay, I will see all of you tomorrow morning. Have a great day and think about what I said. We are our greatest resource. See you later.
Okay, looks like I'm gonna actually need to read this thread. Fail to initialize Steam. Now we got the Steam to work. Alright, I'm gonna actually copy this over. Oh my god, this thing. I don't know. I don't even know if an hour session is gonna be enough. God, I think I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and recompile this stupid fucking thing. Oh well, woe is me, I guess. I don't know, is that even a thing? I mean, here it says I can use the Steam against the thing if I intend to recompile the engine against the source. I have to put the SDK in the right place as well. So I could put it in Steamworks Steam current version /SDK. If you're compiling Unreal Engine 4 from source, the following steps should be taken. I don't know, I think I might be able to get away with not doing this. I guess I'll try it. Alright, well, as you can see, I'm just completely occupied with trying to make the stupid dedicated servers work, but I mean, it's, as you can see, I mean, this isn't even a thing, which I still probably have it. I mean, as we can see, this is a pretty crazy technical, like, freaking shit. The good news is this guy documented just about everything and screenshotted stuff. Okay, it says you have any new information. I'm aiming to defeat the Steam. I'm really Are you serious? Shit, this guy did not actually. Are you serious? I like how the bot completely just is tone deaf. Test is illustrated. See, that's the problem. The tutorial, well, the video tutorial says to use Linux, not Windows. And I'm using Windows. So he did the ports. He opened all the ports. Build target server. He did that too. This is what I have. Allow invites. Use dedicated server. Use presence is checked off. I mean, it looks like he's doing exactly like I'm supposed to. Oh, he has the Oh, he has the correct way to... What the... Oh... Yeah. He wrote it exactly the way I wrote it, and I'm getting the stupid error. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god, look at this. Alright, well, did he say he compiled it? Okay, okay. Here's the thing, he didn't compile it. Maybe that's why he's running into problems. Yellen source engine, building source center, launch the source engine, create a project settings. I don't know, he said he has the source branch. Okay, so he did that. Create a new project. He installed the plugin. The downloading steamworks section, I suggest that you'll need to download the latest SDK. So he did this after he compiled engines. So, okay, I guess I don't have to do it. Alright, I guess I'll try it. Alright, anyway, I am done for the day. So pretty much, I mean, aside from Marcus just taking another dip, everyone's just afraid, I actually don't see any problems. Crypto is coming back. I forgot to actually check this. Also, my spaghetti and meatballs are now. Oh, that's actually useful. So I don't have to memorize how to calculate the Manarino index thing. Forgot to check this, because let's see. Because the RSI was taking a massive beat down. Yeah, it's pretty far down. Not the bottom, but I think I'll take it. And yeah, look at that. That's a pretty beautiful consolidation at the bottom for him. Plus, it's at the close to the bottom blue line here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's pretty close. So, alright. I think we're actually pretty good here. So, I'm still going to write off the rest of this week and even the weekend off just to be safe. But it's looking very, very good so far. So, we'll have to, we'll just cross our fingers, move on our lives, and, we'll see how much money we can make in October. Because now that they're basically going to delay the infrastructure bill. So, we can get a nice little thing. Ideally, they won't pass the infrastructure bill until like December 31st, and then that's when all hell breaks loose. But by then, Bitcoin will already be at its peak or whatever, and then you and I will already be out well before then. So, but maybe not. We'll just have to see. All right, so in case anyone watching this is new, I actually am reducing the amount of live streams that I do because, as you can tell, I'm just trying to code as much as I can. It's like, making a game is a lot of work and effort. That's why you just don't really see them that often, because they're just too busy doing this stupid crap that you see here. Alright, and it's only going to get longer and longer because as the project grows, the computer has to recompile everything, and it takes longer and longer and longer. And I don't know why, but for some reason this thing actually has to recompile all the stupid files. I'm actually kind of hoping I didn't screw up my project here by adding these new lines of code that are screwing up the thing. So I'm trying to revert it back until I can figure out what the hell's wrong. So I'll be back Monday morning, right, to do Bitcoin Clown World. That's the weekly video series that I do, just for people who just don't want to listen to the live streams. They just want a weekly take on Bitcoin and stuff. But I will be probably doing some kind of live stream on Dragonflare Studios because I want to put a tech demo video on the channel, and then I gotta make another video eventually for the Steam store page because I do want some kind of trailer video But it's not going to be like a hype trailer because I don't really like. First of all, I don't like them, and then two, my game's in prototype stages. There's nothing to hype. I don't want it to be hyped. I want it to be nice and somewhat low key and expectations low. I mean, yeah, it'll result in less whatever, but because I'm going to be constantly improving the game, then the game's going to naturally grow in audience anyway. So, I just want my I want my sanity to be able to handle everything. So, anyway, have a good Friday. Have a good weekend. If you're going to the protest on Springfield, Illinois, I think it's where it's at. Definitely have fun. I'll probably watch it through King Yoba's stream, right? So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Oh yeah, and just watch out for Culture War Criminal. That guy's just a sleazy F-word lying grifting piece of shit, and he only wants you for your views and whatever. He doesn't actually care about you. It's like, and then he pretends to be a Christian. That's what I really despise the most about him, right? But what are you gonna do? All right, have fun, stay safe, and see you all on actually maybe this weekend during the tech demo of my game, or probably Monday morning. Either one.